I'm Meg, I'm the director of the library. Carly works at Isabella Friedman. She runs the Adama program, and I saw on her Instagram, that's how I came up with this idea, that she was getting into natural dyes, and I was so excited about the idea of bringing her down the road from Friedman to the library to get to do this stuff. And it was part of what I loved most about preparing for this program was getting to harvest stuff and help her to get ready. The marigolds and the goldenrod, and asking Carly what we could use that I could find around to help her out in getting things ready for this workshop. So thank you for agreeing to do this, and I'm really excited.
So hi everybody, I'm Carly, and I've been learning natural dye for only about a year, maybe even less. And so I come to you with humility and transparency in that I'm very much still learning, and I've had some successes and some failures, and I feel like that's good information to share. So yes, coming from Adama Farm at Isabella Friedman down the road there, and this summer I got married in Detroit in July, and thank you, it's an accomplishment. And I'm Jewish, and I got married under a chuppah, which is, you know, like a
Jewish wedding canopy.
Thank you, Jewish wedding canopy. And I wanted to make something, traditionally on a chuppah, there's a piece of fabric, often it's a tallis or a Jewish prayer shawl that like belongs to a relative or an ancestor. I didn't have one of those, there wasn't any that like was coming to me. And I had this idea of making my own tallis and a rainbow tallis and naturally dyeing it. So I made this. It's silk, raw, organic silk fabric that I ordered, and then these are some different, as I made this, I was like learning about working with these different ingredients. So this is the cochineal insect that I mentioned earlier. I ordered it online, no prickly pear in Connecticut or Michigan, alas. This is madder root, and you can see pictures of these plants. These pages of your handouts.
There are more handouts up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see the madder root, that tangle of red roots. That's something that you can grow locally in this climate. It takes a couple years. It's a perennial. It takes a couple years to like get the roots established, to harvest them and dry them and dye with them. This was made with a mix of the madder root and Dyer's chamomile, which a friend grew and we can grow in this climate. This is marigold that a friend grew, and we can also grow that in this climate. This is mugwort that I foraged. This was some indigo that I purchased, and then this was a mix of the indigo and the madder root. So I was saying, like, once you have your primary colors, you can kind of like make the whole rainbow. So this was a big learning experience for me, and then this is black walnut leaves. Just a little bit of contextualizing this whole thing and some background. Why natural dye? Why would we do this? Any ideas? There's lots of reasons.
Toxicity, that we don't have that anything toxic.
Yeah, we're keeping those like synthetic toxic chemicals that we're all wearing all the time, many of us.
Like a tradition and natural resources, you know, things around us.
Yeah, we're connecting with these processes that, you know, our ancestors and indigenous people of these lands and all around the world did that have been lost to these kind of synthetic processes. We're connecting with them, connecting with the resources around us. For me, it's just another way to connect to nature and land, and I like to be in the forest a lot. It's my favorite place to be, and I have a desire to learn a lot of different skills that keep me in the forest. So I'm learning bow hunting, deer right now, and I've done a lot of mushroom foraging and plant identification stuff, and it's all just like making the forest and the land more interesting, and play and creative expression as well is a big part of it for me too. Yeah, so lots of reasons. A little bit of history. I've kind of alluded to a few things. This has evolved with our evolution as peoples from all over the world since ancient times. So it's very foundational in that way. Different dyes were accessible to different people. There were, really beautiful colors that were hard to get, like green or blue. So what those were only available to the wealthy in some areas, or, I'm Jewish, so I'm going to keep talking about the Torah. In the Torah it talks about, it's the holiday of Sukkot right now, where we remember our ancestors moving through the desert and building it like a temple and taking it down and moving, building the temple and taking it down. And every time, like, the building of the temple was this really intricate, heartfelt thing that involved beautiful tapestries, and like really special silks and colors were really important to art and meaning and the ritual of that. And I think that's true for a lot of different cultures too. That's why it's so important to learn about how to properly pre-treat these fabrics so that the pigment has something to stick to. Yeah. It's important to learn what plants are good for dye, which of these plants will have dye that is color fast, so the color stays. It's light fast, it doesn't change or fade in the light. It's wash fast, it's rub fast. We have some work to do in kind of re-legitimizing this natural way. So what we're going to be working with is silk, and Meg got us these silk scarves from Dharma Trading. Yeah, online. And so this is a nice thin silk that is a protein fiber. It comes from animals, right? It's not a plant. Silk is made from animals. I'm actually wearing one that I did the other night as an example for y'all. This is raw silk. This is raw silk. This is some different, like this is wool and cotton with different plants, and this is cotton. So we have to work with natural fibers for natural dye. It doesn't really work with synthetic fibers. So, thrift stores are really fun these days. I go and I look at the tags and I'm like, where's the white, where's the beige, where's the light pink? That's 100% silk, that's 100% cotton, that's a linen cotton blend, so that I can keep playing with these things. So here's the... Wow, that's beautiful. Wow, that's beautiful. You're gonna make one? I love it. I know, I don't know that mine will look that great. I wanted to do all kinds of different things on here to kind of show you some of the different possibilities. So this is what we're going to do today. This is we pre-treated it, so I pre-treated all these so they're ready to dye. And you know how I did that. I scoured it and mordanted it. Didn't have to use tannin because it's not a cellulose fiber. And then they're wetting out, and we can take some of these things and you can make a design, you can scatter them about. Whatever you do is it's gonna just be beautiful. And I think it's good to, as we learn and creative expression, we can really, our inner critic can really come out, and our inner perfectionist can really come out, and it's so important to just be really kind to yourself when you're creating things. This is something I'm actively working on. Scouring is a process of basically washing, and it's different for different fibers, and it depends how processed your fibers are also. So if you have wool straight from a sheep, it's probably going to need a lot more washing and scouring than wool that has been treated or worked with or processed into yarn for you already. So there's some different recipes for scouring things. And what's usually used is something called soda ash, which you can find as pickling supply. You can find it online. It's basic. So mordanting, I've been using alum, which it's a food safe thing that's used in pickling, and that gives the pigment something to stick to. So feel free to find some space at the table. You can put your recipe pieces of paper aside if you'd like. And then I'm gonna bring these out. You can come grab one of these.
I think she's running water.
No, this is just water.
We're gonna just play with this.
So these have been pre-treated and then they dried, and so before working with them, we're wetting them out. So they're just in a bowl of water.
I have a question.
Yes.
So are these going to go in the pot?
Yes. Okay.
And
Thank you.
how does this? How did you get the color to? Do you just crumple it up?
Yeah, this is a good question.
Okay.
So, as we're thinking about how we want things to be, know that we're rolling this up really tightly and then rolling it in a ball, like spiraling it and rubber banding it. Think of
like
tie-dye vibe.
okay.
So that's how it's gonna go into here. And there's a rack that I found at the thrift store that fits perfectly in this pot to kind of suspend things above the water. And then I'm gonna cover it, and they're gonna steam for an hour.
Leaving it open and we can put whatever we want.
I'm not really sure.
Did you, I'm sorry, did you say we can just leave it open and put whatever we want on it?
Yep.
Just
And
lay it
roll
down
it
and
up.
put stuff on it.
Lay down, put stuff on it. All right, let's go.
All right, lay it down, put stuff on it.
I want to make Maria one.
Oh, so lovely.
See, if we make like a row.
Well, I'm hoping that like by the time they go to preschool, because he went to daycare, yeah, I guess I'll do it like half. How was the birthday?
It was fun. We missed you.
It was amazing.
It was wanted to
Total
come.
mayhem.
But Jules was just, he had the worst.
It was wanted to come. But Jules was just, he had the worst. Like my house is
And also, that pigment is concentrated in xylitol. One other thing I want to say real quick, y'all, is that as we're learning these things, like, know that you might think something's going to turn out in a certain way, and it might turn out in another way. And so I just want to, like, let's hold this process loosely in our hands. And
That's art, man.
that's art, man.
That's art. I know that all too well.
Oh, is she an actress?
And I just,
You don't like her?
I don't. And I'm actually a pretty forgiving person.
And they have this great, really easy, no need sourdough. I mean, you turn it, you don't need it, right? But
Yeah. I mean, I would love to learn.
next time I'm making it, come on.
Maybe I can come and watch you do it.
It's really easy. I have to do my other hacks somehow. There we go. Okay.
Steam it at home. If you want. So, just putting it in a steamer, a steam basket, or like using a piece of string to suspend it over hot water, something like that, to steam it for an hour to move the color into the fabric.
Okay, so we don't dump it into the hot water.
Right. You can actually boil it and do that. It's just
they're runny and blended.
You purchased
So
at
I like
Dharma?
steaming it because you
I
kind of
got
get more of like real print.
Really?
On
They
Amazon.
came from Dharma.
I think I might try that.
Okay,
I'll
could you
probably
do
do
it
it.
There's something
The only thing is, if it dries out,
that I got you.
before
No.
you get a chance
No,
to
no.
steam it, just run it under your tap a few times and
When I
bring
can
it
run
out
things
to
for
like
free, I want to run.
get it a little
Absolutely.
wet.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
doesn't have to be
So
like sopping
Amazon.
wet, but
Yep.
like run out
Amazon.
some wet.
So what about
So I could probably get some of the more that you talked about through Dharma. Yeah.
Rubber band. Do you use that?
Sorry, if you need these, let me know. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep my parchment.
Can I see yours as an example? So you're rolling it up long ways, as tight as you can. Because the tighter things are, the more things are pressed. And then you're gonna roll it in a spiral.
Okay, and then you use that for
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can do like a couple different, rubber bands, different ways. but that should be like
natural
yeah,
light.
yeah, yeah.
So that's just gonna make a various colored
So we
pattern
want
on
to do it
that.
here.
Yeah, she's got some examples.
Yeah, I'll do it here. I'm here all the time.
Oh, look at that. If you do
Okay,
with a
great.
flower.
Oh, that is cool.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
I'll do it here and then I'll pick it up.
I was just wondering if, with this library system, if there's an app for.
Can I just put it in?
Yep,
I just pop it in? Okay.
Thank you for
Pop it in there.
Art show.
I want to make Maria one.
Oh, so lovely.
If we make like a row.
Rubber band?
Yeah.
You're a white cinnamon bun.
This was so much fun.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you thank
Well, thanks for your
you.
thanks for everything.
Nice to meet you guys.
You know what I mean? I don't have those skills.